Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing, certainly up for this one. We have already started here. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Maradona, Luis Suarez. Well, now it's a race for the ball, and he's straight offside. Vinicius Junior. That looks a good ball through. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And we have our very first corner. Pullet getting this one clear. Milan are looking to go forward now. He's picked his way through. Gnabry! Oh, he's been... and again! We've got to be quick to recover this.
Milan have created a real intensity from the start, and there's no sign of any let-up.
Now that's well seen too. Maradona is offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Rafael Leao.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's being shifted off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. There's a quick free kick. Luis Suarez. Rafael Leao. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Mbappe. Shot could be on. That's a sharp pass. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Suarez. Now the finish! Goal! Milan! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Can he finish? And he hits the net. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and the analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. tail's most definitely up now.
Here's the cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. He's having a go! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's managed to get free. And he was alert to it. Bellingham. And it's Luis Suarez.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Rafael Leao couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
And here's Gnabry. He's in, surely! Big chance! Goal! Milan! And the comeback is complete!
Milan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Milan go into
to attack and defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Tries a shot! Bellingham. And the counter-attack is on for Milan. And he was quick to react. Nedved. And here's the chance to counter. Mbappe. Guardiola.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Nedved. Beckham. Now it's Nedved. And there's green grass ahead of him. And we've reached half-time. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Might be... He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style! It's level again! What a match we have!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
This is quite a battle.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with 2 very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Spread neatly. Great position here. Rafael Leao! Oh, what has happened here? Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Milan present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. Goal! Milan! Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Great chance! No mistake! And with that goal comes comfort.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, shooting chance! It's bounced back off the post. It's Vinicius Junior. Driving forward. Schneider. Woods. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he's had it nicked away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Nedved. Now it's Rafael Leao. Now it's Nedved. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Gnabry has a goal!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Gnabry! And it's there! And surely that settles it.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8. Numero 14.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Milan lost themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 39.
And he's quick to snatch it back. And Messi! He's got a goal! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Messi really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago. Decent hit! Really well taken goal. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Maradona demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So now the difference is 3. David Villa. And Hernandez. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Yep, it's a corner. In with a header! It's in! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Guti.
This is the time you need that pace.
Roberto Carlos gets over and intercepts. Into the last 5 minutes. Keeper's ball. Hernandez. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Rodri, Van Dijk, Pullet cuts it out,
6 minuti di recupero.
and it's Guti. Hernandez, yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Maradona, he won't be happy with that one. Rice, Messi, and it's Luis Suarez. Hernandez, well, that's been cut out, well played. Rodri gets a foot in here. Vinicius Junior, can he put it away? It's in!
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Milan grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Maradona, David Villa, he has found the way through. David Villa! It's there! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's a measured delight.
So that's it. It is all over. Milan pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Oh, what a mistake! Now it's Luis Suarez. Saliba gets it clear. Beckenbauer goes steaming forward. Schneider. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Messi. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it. Van Basten! The Dutch have a great heritage of producing some of the most talented strikers, and this one has it all.
The one and only Marco van Basten.
A scorer of outrageous goals.
Have you played against him, Jim? And Messi! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That looks a good ball through. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Bellingham. White gets a foot in here.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Guardiola. Maradona. And he was alert to it. Adams. Saliba.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Beckenbauer. Driving on and making good progress. He's had a hit! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Vieira gathers from the goal kick. Van Basten proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him. He's had a hit! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Schneider is offering a wry smile there.
Oh, shooting chance! Costa Curta. Mbappe. Real chance! It's loose, and there's a race for... And the keeper couldn't hold it. Now it's Luis Suarez. He has found a way through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, well played, well played. And it's Belletti. That looks a cracking ball. The message is clear, none shall pass. Van Basten. And it's Roberto Carlos. Luis Suarez! He has done it! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
He's through here. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Maradona.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
He's got the shot away! They've scored!
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Italy get themselves into the lead.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Suarez trying to keep this in. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Here we go again then.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Luis Suarez. He's had a shot! Decent enough try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. White is one whose deliveries we all know about. Short changes him with that pass. Adams. Belletti. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That's a nicely measured pass. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. White. Messi. There's the... Who's going to get there? And here's Van Basten. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
That looks a cracking ball. He's beaten the...
Transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.